Hey, Hey, it's EfreetEater. How's it going today? I have some new stuff I got, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. I know these videos aren't like super exciting, so we're gonna try to move. First thing I did, we went to Target. We had to do some other stuff there, and I got a lot of amiibos. They have a lot of amiibos on sale at Target and Walmart, so check them out. I got Rover. These are all Animal Crossing. Rover. Got Blathers, probably my favorite Animal Crossing character. Got Mr. Rossetti, probably my other favorite Animal Crossing character. And I got this trio of Cyrus, Reese, and KK Slider, who they just call KK there. I like him too, so that's cool. I know you can use these with a lot of other games other than Animal Crossing, I think. If I'm wrong, spent some money on these, but they were only $4 each, and this was like $8, I think, or $9. So, whatever, that's fine. I'll buy an amiibo for $4. I'm not spending like over $8 for it. Alright, now, of course, I got the standard PlayStation games I'm always getting. So here's some of them. Got Broken Helix, a Konami dark, mysterious 4D world of action and adventure. Looks cool. I love the cover. I always associate this with a different game that I think is called Broken Sword. But yeah, Broken Helix. Look at that. Contra. There it is. I also got Shadow Master, which I kind of associate with that game. Broken Helix. This is dark. It's some kind of shooter. I heard it's not great, but I really like the art, and it was super cheap. And it looks cool if you can see that. I know it's blurry. Here's a couple other things. Uprising X, another sci-fi game, like a first-person shooter. Has a lot of awards on the back, so it seems cool. Made by 3DO. You guys know 3DO, right? Here's Nightmare Creatures 2, which I got a really good deal on. It has music by Rob Zombie. I always used to play the first Nightmare Creatures game as a kid, so I'm pretty excited for this. There's a couple more. Time Commando, which looks really strange, and I liked a video I watched of it. I don't know if it's necessarily the greatest game ever made. It kind of looks like, what do you call it? Like Resident Evil, kind of, or like Duke Nukem Time to Kill. It says you can battle your way through 9 worlds. Prehistoric, Roman, Feudal Japan, Western, Conquistador, Medieval, Modern, Wars, the Future, and the Virus. Which looks like it's in a computer. Some weird like pre-rendered backgrounds and seemingly kind of tank controls. Unlike the other games I just showed you, actually Uprising X I don't remember either. I don't remember these two games from when I was a kid, so these are all new to me. And I didn't actually play any of those other ones when I was a kid, other than the original Nightmare Creatures. Alright, Area 51. Of course I played this all the time in the arcades as a kid. You know this game, it's cool. I finally got, you know, you saw in the other video, I got the blue, what is it called? Mad Catz. R.I.P. Mad Catz, seriously. But anyway, I got that Mad Catz blaster gun, which I think will work with this. And it uses the mouse, which I have, which doesn't seem as fun at all. Also, I got Critical Depth, which I remember seeing a lot as a kid. It kind of looks like Twisted Metal. Some interesting cars. Jack, Lockjaw, Keon, and Joe Scullion. So that's kind of cool. I also got a sealed game, Cleopatra's Fortune, which is not a rare game at all. So here, look, we're gonna open it. Oh look, it's not sealed anymore, kind of. Alright. Well, there we go. Cleopatra's Fortune, which I am actually kind of excited to play. The cover looks awful, but the in-game graphics are some pretty cool, like colorful, cartoony, kind of anime graphics. It's a puzzle game. Looks nice. Finally, here's the last PlayStation Jam Pack that I need for the original PlayStation. I think I have one PS2 one, and I got kind of disappointed with them then. Now I'm kind of moving on to the next things here. The PlayStation Interactive Sampler CDs. I don't have all of them. I actually already have all these, but I got all these for free. So this was not really anything. This is the original one I had as a kid. Had a lot of great games that some secret type of games, Fighting Force. You can play Treasures of the Deep, Rap of the Rapper. This is always really fun. There's the Pizza Hut and Toys R Us demos. I had this as a kid. I just got this one, as you saw in a recent video. Here's some other interactive sampler CDs. Number 5, which I think I have. Maybe I don't have 5. And oh, I guess that's it. Number 5. Then there's one that's just there's like a bunch of stuff in here. This is like PlayStation Magazine demo disc or something. I don't know, PlayStation Demo Disc version 1.3. I don't know what that is. And here's a Sega Dreamcast generator, which has really nothing to do with anything, but it came with everything else. Alright, moving on. Here's another long box, Power Serve Tennis. Power Serve 3D Tennis, excuse me. And with this and some of the other ones I bought, I only need 11 more. I have them all. Here is a Sega CD game. As you saw, I got the Sega CD recently. Depending on how I do these videos, you'll probably see this already, but this is Tomcat Alley. It's an FMV game where you fly a plane. I'm sure this was influenced by, Top Gun. It still has the phone. And a lot of, there were a lot of flight sim games at that time for both PS1 and 3DO and Sega CD and Sega Saturn and all that stuff. Again, with Sega CD, here's Robo Aleste in a very damaged case. I don't have the original case, of course, but I'm excited to get this. The idea is I got this very cheap, and hopefully I can find the book and art and all that later. It does look kind of damaged a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. It's a fun shooter. I know the original on Musha is very rare. This one is actually not that rare considering the Sega CD. Here's some PS2 games. Persona 4, which is a lot worse, in much worse condition than I thought. This manual's all ripped up, but it does have both discs. Persona 4 and State of Emergency. Which I love that this says, warning, check ID. I love that. This is a game I rented a lot, I rented at least once as a kid. I think I might have rented it twice. I remember playing it a lot and kind of like overdoing it, and it got kind of annoying. But for $2, I don't think you can beat that, really. Alright, here's 2 Nintendo things. My Japanese Coach for DS. I got this for only $3, and normally online it sells from anywhere between like 15 and like 40, which is kind of a very wide range. On Amazon, it's really expensive. That's not that unusual, of course. But yeah, $3. It wasn't in the original case, but I had an extra one. And here is a complete Game Boy Advance game, Final Fantasy V. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. So I'm glad to have it in a format that isn't on PlayStation 1. I think that was Final Fantasy Anthology, maybe? Yeah, I think Chronicles was 4 and Chrono Trigger. So it was fun on PlayStation 1, but it's a little slow. And I think it'll be better on here, and you can, it's portable. And I think these old Final Fantasies are really fun as portable games. I really loved playing Final Fantasy 2. And I mean 2. Alright, finally I got these 2 pieces of paper. It's Star Voyager paper and Demon Attack paper. And these are like cool, like stationery. You can write on and stuff now. Of course they're manuals. And the manuals for Star Voyager. And the other one that I just mentioned, I don't know where it is, but it's here somewhere, Demon Attack. This one has an interesting sound feature. It might not work, but I think it's fine for what I paid for it. And I also got Atlantis, which I remember playing a lot when I played Atari at my uncle's house when I was a kid. Here's Adventures of Tron, Dig Dug, Warlords, Astro Blast, Frogs and Flies, and a game I know nothing about at all, Circus Atari, but I like the art for it. Now, why did I get all these Atari games? What am I going to do with these? Hammer stuff? Play maracas, Well, we will talk about that in a future episode. Listen to that sound. Anyway, we'll see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll have more new videos coming up later. I'll tell you more about all the games I'm getting, and we'll play some more Castlevania and all those other types of games. So stick around. We'll see you later. Have a good one.